All right, welcome. It's time to shave with the Squadron. You may notice that I'm trimming down a little. My abs are slowly coming back. My skin is starting to droop down, but if I continue to lose this belly fat, my body will reabsorb that. And I should have my abs back if I can stay on the program. Sadly, I'm not lifting weights, so my muscle mass is going down, but I'm going to try to start lifting weights again, maybe tonight. I've been burning fuel. It's so cold here and I can't afford to heat this place, so here's my option. When I'm cold, I burn my own fuel, this fat. I got on the bike, I did 600 calories, it's hard, but done. And today, I had 2 workouts. I'm very happy about that. Now, it doesn't really seem like 2 workouts because the first workout was early this morning and today's workout was late at night. So there was a long period of time between my workouts. I did 7 5-minute rounds of boxing, pow, 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 which was excellent. It was hard, but and then I did 600 calories on the bike. So if I can, like I mentioned in a previous video, I do have a 4-day weekend. So on my 4-day weekends, it's imperative that I do 600 calories on the bike rather than 5. By the way, this is a shaving video. I am soaking my brush here as we speak. I've already put the cloth on. So I've had a nice sweat. I got my body temperature up so I can actually do a video with my shirt off. Last time I had to do a video, I had to have my winter coat on because it's so cold. It's still very cold here, but anyway, because I got my body temperature up and I got a nice sweat going, I can actually do this video with no shirt. Alright, I don't need to soak my face as long as usual because I already did that before I turned on the video. Now, I shouldn't have done that just then. I should have made my shaving foam first, but I'll do that now. So, still using this gel. This stuff is lasting long, which is good. I am famished, absolutely starving. I got a couple of steaks out. I took them out of the freezer and they've been out on the counter most of the day, so I'm sure they're not frozen anymore, and I'm hoping they're, at least close to room temperature, if not room temperature. Oh my. And question is, am I going to fry them or am I going to broil them? Well, we'll have to wait and see how I'm feeling. But I'm very hungry. That's my body. I'm burning up so many calories that the body is trying to get back all those calories I burned, which I have to fight the urge to eat because I want my body to eat the fat. This is why it's so hard to lose weight, because once you start losing weight, either through diet or exercise, or a combination of diet and exercise, your body has a residual body image. Your body knows how it feels at homeostasis, at normal fat content. And when you change that, your body is going to fight with you to get back to that image it has itself. This is why so many diets fail and why people gain weight, lose weight, gain weight, lose weight. Because your body wants to go back to the way it recognizes itself. So what do? Well, unfortunately, the only thing you can do is suffer. you have to suffer for change. Change is hard. It involves suffering. Now, funny enough, you don't have to suffer as much when you're getting fatter and in worse shape. That kind of comes easy because your body wants to gain calories in case there's a time of famine or hardship, or if it's cold. Whenever your body wants the extra fat to either keep you warm or to use as a secondary source of fuel, stored fuel for the future, it's going to do that. But otherwise you have to suffer in the sense that you have to keep the weight off and keep exercising long enough for your body to recognize a new equilibrium. And this might take a year, it might take 18 months. If you're older like me, it may take longer than that. It's not so bad for me because my body is going back to an old image. So it should be very easy for my body to recognize that old image again. And once I get back in shape, I should be able to stay in shape. As long as I stay healthy and I'm able to keep exercising. Now, this is a shaving video, so I'm just holding this very gently, stabilizing it. I'm shaving with the grain of the hair. I whipped up the foam, I applied it to my face. Sounds like I'm using pressure, I really am not. That sound is just hundreds of hairs getting clipped at relatively the same time. And yeah, I'm only using enough pressure to keep the blade flush or flat to my face. And I'll demonstrate the truth of this after when I do a second pass, because it's not going to be as loud. And then when I go against the grain later, I'll be going even more gently, but it'll make a lot of noise because the razor will be cutting hair again. So back to what I was saying about fitness. So once your body, you'll suffer and suffer and suffer until your body gives up making you suffer and says, oh well, I guess this is the new me. And then once you are able to keep the weight off for a year or 18 months or so, you should be out of the woods, so to speak. Problem is, most people can't deal with that level of suffering, so they lose the weight, and then during the suffering period of your body trying to get back to where it was, they give up. Or worse, they never lose the weight to begin with because it's too hard. Either way, losing the weight, this is the problem. Problem number one, exercise is very hard. Your body's not going to want to do it. Problem two, diet is very difficult. Your body's not going to want to do it. Problem three, if you do force yourself to exercise and change your body through diet and exercise, you still have to suffer for a year or 18 months till your body accepts the new you. And nobody wants to do that. So you got to keep your eye on the prize. It's very easy for people to say, oh, this isn't worth it. Oh, I give up. And so many women, I remember when I owned my supplement company, a lot of women would take the shortcut and buy all these fat burners and exercise before the wedding so they look nice in their wedding photos. Which is ridiculous because then they have these wedding photos that I guess they're going to show their kids later in life, where all their previous photos, their mother is big and fat, and then during the wedding she doesn't even look like herself, and then after the wedding she's big and fat again. It's like, who's that person in your wedding photos? I've never seen you look like that before or since. But anyway, That's just an observation I made. I don't understand why somebody would want to look good for their wedding photos and not be healthy for their enjoyment of life. And I've kind of got out of shape because of my long period of hopelessness and working nights for the past 4.5 years. Just exhaustion and not able to sleep and recover and whatnot. So if you can listen, you can hear that this blade is not cutting as much here as it was, so it's not making as much noise. So that's the point I was trying to make earlier. So just listen. I'll be using the same amount of force and it'll make a hell of a lot less noise. See that? That tells me that pretty much everything this blade can do has been done on the first pass. Now this side, it's still cutting a bit more. Seems to me that I always shave this side of my face better than this side on the first pass, and I believe that's because where I'm left-handed, I have more leverage over here, and over here I have less leverage. Or maybe because I start over here, and by the time I get here, I'm already bored with it. Anyway, the point is, you can hear that not as much hair is being cut. Now this video is getting kind of long. I'm going to try to wrap it up soon. That's 2 passes. Very, very gently, I'm going to go against the grain. You should hear more noise now because you hear that? You can see that where the follicles are being cut. Well, not the follicles, the shafts. So we're still wearing face masks at work, and we will be wearing them for the next 3 weeks or so. I'll only be doing 1 shaving video a week, because during the week, if I have to wear the mask, I don't shave with a blade. Sometimes I don't shave at all. But if I shave, I do it with the electric razor because after shaving, my skin is a bit sensitive and I don't want the mask on. All right. So pull the skin up, cut the areas that might have been protected by your jawbone, and I call that a successful shave. Let's rinse off and see how it is. Well, this seems like a great shave. So another thing I noticed is after exercising, when I got a nice sweat going, and the pores are probably open, I tend to have a better shave. So that's a tip for you guys. Go get a good sweat going and then shave afterward. So I give this shave, I gotta give it a 9, and I look 9 years younger. Anyway, thank you. Who's your best friend? Who do you love? Who loves you? This guy, don't forget it. And remember, you're somebody's favorite person in this world, probably mine. So until next time, love you and goodbye. Probably be a cooking video later tonight. You might see it tomorrow. It is very late, but depending on where you are. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you learned something. Any questions, comments down below. Till next time, love you. Goodbye.